In this video we are going to talk about gaming news websites. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you enjoy it. Many computer games get delivered consistently, and there's not sufficient opportunity to play them all. How are you expected to realize which games merit your time? Computer game news and surveys destinations are an effective method for staying aware of what's going on in the gaming scene and check whether the most recent deliveries merit purchasing. We've selected the best game audit and computer game news destinations on the web to assist with this. Number 5, Destructoid. Destructoid is a site that was established as a computer game-centered news web journals in March 2006 by Yanier Gonzalez, a Cuban-American illustrator and creator. In 2007 the webpage relaunched with client websites, discussions, and a group of donors. Yanier's blog was moved off the landing page for a staff-altered, multi-creator design. Like IGN, Destructoid offers free enrollment and perusers can submit off-landing page sites. Destructoid posts a normal of 50 stories per day. It was among quick-to-break stories, for example, the Nintendo Wii regulators' last plan, the Sony PlayStation Neo's cost at send-off and Halo 3's delivery date. Destructoid is parted into 6 primary segments: the homepage where editors post day-to-day news and audits, the community blogs, the videos segment which comprise of unique dramas and trailers, the chat forums, the buy-sell region where local area individuals exchange games, and the fight region where individuals can mess around against one another. From 2010 to 2013, Destructoid delivered the 2 times week by week in-studio computer game news show, the Destructoid Show on Revision 3, day-to-day live video transfers like Kingdom of Foam and Mash Tactics on Twitch, and semi-standard video productions like Hey Ash Whatcha Playin', The Jimquisition, Storm's Adventures, and others on YouTube. Destructoid is an incredible all-around gaming site with a touch of everything. It distributes articles routinely, with heaps of information posts, surveys, and highlights showing up every week. This refreshes for specific games, reviews of impending games, and assessment pieces. However, it's not only a gaming news site. Destructoid distributes surveys of Control Center and PC games, as well as versatile titles and even DLC. Its surveys are clear, and you can peruse Destructoid's scoring framework to comprehend how it rates games. Top off this inclusion with video content and local area discussions, and you have a strong computer game site anybody can appreciate. Number 4, GamesRadar Plus. GamesRadar Plus is a diversion site for computer game-related news, sees, and surveys. It is claimed by Future plc. In late 2014, Future Publishing claimed Locale's Total Film, SFX, Edge, and computer and video games were converged into GamesRadar, with the subsequent, extended site being renamed GamesRadar Plus in November that year. GamesRadar has facilitated various web-based message sheets and discussions from as soon as 1998 in its unique Future Gamer, and afterward Daily Radar manifestation, including worldwide forums like GamesRadar.it. Future Publishing's aficionado video and PC games magazines, for example, N64 magazine frequently included common publicizing for GamesRadar Plus to empower support from perusers. This gaming news site that offers a good arrangement of content, GamesRadar Plus gives news, surveys, highlights, involved takes a gander at new games, and the sky is the limit from there. You can see audits and guides for games on your number 1 framework, or look at the most recent news and surveys. GamesRadar Plus doesn't audit the volume of games numerous different destinations do. At the hour of composing, the site's most recent cluster of surveys incorporates a couple of enormous name games, however are generally equipment surveys. This shows that the staff requires some investment and doesn't rush out surveys. In the surveys, clear pros/cons records and a synopsis of the decision make them simple to skim. Generally speaking, GamesRadar Plus gives bunches of content to look at, as well as fast stories for keeping up to date with gaming news. Number 3, Game Informer. Game Informer is an American month-to-month computer game magazine including articles, news, methodology, and audits of computer games and related consoles. It appeared in August 1991 when computer game retailer FuncoLand began distributing an in-house pamphlet. The distribution is presently possessed and distributed by GameStop, who purchased FuncoLand in 2000. Because of this, a lot of advancement is finished coming up, which has added to the outcome of the magazine. As of June 2017, it is the fifth most well-known magazine by duplicates coursed. Beginning from the 2010s, Game Informer has progressed to a more online-based centered. Game Informer is a long-running computer game magazine that likewise has a site. Dissimilar to other gaming sites that likewise highlight content for motion pictures and TV, this one is about games, periodically covering films and TV in view of games. You'll track down news, sneak peeks of impending games, audits, and elements. It's an outdated interpretation of a game's site in the overcomplicated current age, which is gladly received. A significant number of the staff are long-lasting game players, and the site has an expert vibe to it. It sums up its surveys with a number, which not all gaming locales do these days. Generally, Game Informer is a site run by individuals who love computer games, worked for players. The site doesn't survey every last game, however what's here is amazing and there's no political rubbish to stress over. Number 2, Nintendo Life. A site where a big part of it or more is grown-ups posting and you can see what they think the upsides and negatives. In the event that the negatives are more, the upsides you will hear from it there. Nintendo requirements to get their divisions to investigate it and themselves in the mirror and truly think about their perspectives. They will have a vastly different world and be stir to the real world. As its name recommends, this is one of the most incredible gaming sites for Nintendo devotees. Nintendo Life spends significant time in covering the Nintendo Switch, 3DS, eShop, and comparative points. You'll track down audits, news, highlights, and, surprisingly, unique recordings. The aides stand apart here. They give assistance to significant games, for example, type shortcomings in Pokémon or how to detect counterfeit compositions in Animal Crossing. The website surveys downloadable eShop titles as well as standard deliveries, so there's a ton of inclusion. With a lovely local area in the discussions and remarks segments, this is a must-visit for all Nintendo fans. In the event that you're an individual of confidence, or need more data about computer games for your kids past the fundamental game age rating, you can consider the Profound Quality Score. However, in the event that you couldn't care less about that, you can skirt directly past it yet partake in a quality survey of the game on its own benefits. This page isn't too known as some other game survey locales, yet it's straightforward about its predispositions and hasn't had concerning breaks of morals. You might see that as reviving. Number 1, GameSpot. GameSpot is an American video gaming site that gives news, audits, reviews, downloads, and other data on computer games. The site was sent off on May 1, 1996, made by Pete Deemer, Vince Brody and John Epstein. It was bought by ZDNet, a brand which was subsequently bought by CNET Networks. CBS Interactive, which bought CNET Networks in 2008, was the past proprietor of GameSpot through 2020, while the site has been offered to Red Ventures. Notwithstanding the data delivered by GameSpot staff, the website likewise permits clients to compose their own surveys, web journals, and post on the web page's gatherings. GameSpot is a notable gaming site that merits a visit. You'll track down well-known and late news on its landing page, alongside arrangements of impending games and late audits. The site audits games, both well-known and little, on each stage. For something somewhat unique, you can likewise look at its video shows and gatherings to interface with other gamers. There are a few intermittent characteristics with its surveys, similar to the essayist referencing that they didn't play through the whole game. Along these lines, it is ideal to see a rundown of what the commentator played at the lower part of the article. Yet, in general, it's a quality asset. The above destinations are proficient distributions for game news and reviews. There are lots of assets online to peruse client-made surveys as well. Since feelings on games are emotional, you could like to peruse a few surveys from regular players notwithstanding, or rather than, proficient articles. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.